I am going on vacation. Nowhere crazy, to literally like 2 hours away from where I live, but who doesn't want to get tanned and happy? I do. Now, I'm gonna try and keep this pretty lighthearted, but it is a little bit of a deeper topic because I'm talking a little bit about mental health. I have experienced throughout my life, I didn't really realize what it was in my younger years, but there is this disorder called seasonal affective disorder. You might not know what it is, but basically it's depression caused by changes in the seasons, and it's mostly common for the winter fall months, but it is also a thing for the spring and summer months. And a lot of people I think just look at it as like, you know, you're moody because it's raining out, but it can be something more serious. I think it goes undiagnosed for a lot of people. I think it's more common than people really think because it's not something a lot of people know about. And if you want to know the science behind it, it actually is a legit thing. Our main source of vitamin D is the sun. And when you are not getting enough sunlight, you're probably not getting enough vitamin D. Sunlight also has an effect on your melatonin levels, which affects your sleeping. And so it can actually, if you're not getting enough sunlight, it can affect your sleep patterns, which can cause depression, and also your serotonin levels can be affected, and that is going to affect your moods, your happiness. So you can be depressed and really be like, you know, I don't have any reason for it. Why do I feel this way? Well, it can be because it's raining out and it's cloudy and it's winter. I hate the rain. But anyways, so I am going to be tanning as much as I can. Now, I bought this tanning lotion. I have no idea if this is a good brand. It was literally the second one I saw, and the only reason why I didn't buy the first one I saw was because this one was on sale. So, you know, that's how we're rolling. But because sitting outside tanning all day isn't great for your health, I decided I would make myself feel better by working on my mental health while I do it. So I'm going to download some really inspirational, uplifting, inspiring podcasts to listen to while I'm tanning. And also I am bringing this book along with me so that every single day I can write 2 things I'm grateful for and 2 things that I'm excited for in the future, because I mean, everybody gets a little stressy, lemon depressy. I mean, times are tough, especially right now. So it's really helpful to write things down like that. So anyways, I hope that you enjoy this video. Different from what I usually do, but what am I supposed to do while I'm on vacation? So come on, let's roll.
Thinking of you, thinking of you. Missing someone, but with all your
missing someone. Is as normal, missing someone.
Okay, so I'm gonna insert a little photo of this day. As you can see in the photo, it looks like a really nice, peaceful, enjoyable float down the canal. And at this point, honestly, it was. But things went south pretty fast. So we had like our whole family on floaties, so there were 5 of them, and we tied them all together. I happened to be on the end. So we come up, we're floating down the canal, it's nice. There were warning signs that said that it was a lot faster and stronger than it usually was, so we took that in consideration. I mean, I don't know what you're gonna do about it. If you're gonna go, you're gonna go. There were a ton of other people, by the way, like we weren't the only ones. But yeah, and it had actually been closed until the day before, so it had reopened. They still weren't renting out rafts, which I thought was kind of weird, but it was open, I guess. Like, it said that on the website, and there were a ton of people there. So so we are going down the canal. We are approaching this, like, it was like the road went over the canal, so it was kind of like a bridge, and it was all concrete, and it was honestly like a tunnel. Like, it was pretty long. There was like a wall down the middle, and I guess, I mean, we were trying to use our hands to paddle to one side. We thought we'd gone enough, but it turns out we hadn't. So my whole family crosses on the right side. I'm coming up to this pole and I realize I am not crossing on the same side as them, and there was a rope connecting our floaties. So what ended up happening was my floaty got stuck on the other side, and the water was so strong I couldn't like pull the rope. Like, there was no getting to the other side. So I was alone, and it was so strong, the floaty like flipped on top of me. I was like underneath, and in that like panic, I was like, wow, I understand how people can drown. You know, like, it must not be that hard. I honestly was like, am I gonna drown? I don't know. And then I was like, I can't stay here because I'm not getting to the other side. So I decided to let go and swim. Well, it was so strong water. I was like, just flew down the tunnel, like on just my own body. And when I got out, like, it was slightly less strong, and I was able to like swim myself to the other side and stand on like these rocks. Like, I pulled onto this grass on the side of the canal and stepped on a rock, and I was like, wow, you know, you definitely never know how good of a swimmer you are until you think you're gonna die. And so, well, yeah, as I was flying down the tunnel though, I was like, my family's just gonna stay there because they think I'm still hanging onto the raft. So like screaming like, Mom, Dad, as I was like shooting down the tunnel. And they thought I was gonna drown. They were really scared. But anyways, they did end up being able to get the empty floaty back onto their side because it wasn't as heavy with my body hanging onto it. And they started flowing down the canal, and as soon as they got to like where I was, I just jumped back into the water and swam over to them. And my sunglasses still stayed on my head, but I lost this cup I had just bought at the dollar store, and I really liked it because everyone, like all 4 of me, like me and my 3 sisters, all had matching ones that we had just got at the dollar store, and I had dropped it while I was swimming. And anyways, it ended up floating, and it was like way ahead of us, but the people in front of us eventually grabbed it out of the water. And when we like paddled our way to them like an hour or so later, I asked and they had it and they gave it back. So, you know, I didn't die. I got my cup, my glasses stayed on my head. So just another day in my life, if you want to know what it's really like.
With all your someone. Normal, normal one. I am sad and so I am sad and so
Okay, so we are done my vacation. I really hope you liked this video, and I'm gonna do just a few closers. I don't know. So if you want to know how tanned I am, I got honestly pretty tanned. You can kind of see like actually quite a big tan line, and my whole body is like really quite tan. I don't know if you can tell, but like I am happy. So tanning went good. It was a really fun family vacation. I love spending time with them because I am moving away in the fall, and so this will be my last family vacation while living at home. So anyways, as for the mental health part of it, I did keep up with writing in my little booklet. At the end of every day, I actually edited the clips from the day and then wrote down in my book. So I don't know if you want to hear these. I mean, you can skip this part if you want, but I'm gonna read the things I put that I'm grateful for and the things that I'm excited for. So for day one, I'm just gonna do all the things I'm grateful for, then all the things I'm excited for. For day one, I said I am grateful for being close to my family because, you know, family is really important. I mean, it doesn't have to be, especially if you don't get along with your family, but family doesn't have to be related to you, you know, it can be people that you've chosen throughout your life, I feel like. And so anyways, being close to my family, and then also my health and the health of everyone in my family, because obviously with what's going on in the world, not everybody is so fortunate. And then day two, I said I am thankful for being able to have an education and a job, because again, not everybody is blessed with these things. So I was able to go to really great schools, and also I work at a really good horse farm where I am also getting more education. So, and then I also wrote being able to take vacations like this one, because again, not everybody's able to, and it's really a great part of the year. So for day three, I said I'm thankful for being able-bodied, and this is honestly, not everybody, you know, has use of all of their limbs, and it's something that a lot of people take for granted, I think. And then I also said my animals, because I love my animals, obviously. So oh yeah, on the back of this page. So on day four, I said I'm thankful for my friends. You know, I have great friends. And then I also said this country, because it's beautiful and you get a little bit of everything. I mean, it is such a great country. I love it. I live in Canada, by the way. And day five, I said I'm thankful for food and the hands that make it, because, you know, there are a lot of people that aren't blessed with as healthy or as good of food or any food, and to have, you know, family that cooks for you is honestly something to be grateful for. And then endless opportunities, I also said, because the world is really your oyster, and I know that sounds cheesy, but it is so true. I mean, you can literally in this day and age set your mind on something, and if you work hard enough, you can probably get there. And I know a lot of people have struggles that make that harder, but if you honestly try your hardest, you can do it. I mean, you have to believe in yourself, but you can do it. And then day six, I said I'm thankful for kind strangers. This kind of has a backstory to it, because as we were done our float down the canal, we were sitting waiting for our parents to get the vehicle and come and pick us up with our floaties, and this homeless man, well, I don't know if he was homeless, but he was like collecting cans and bottles. He was really bugging us for quite a while, and well, actually two different families. One was kind of just looking at us like, oh, you poor girls, and then this other woman actually came up to us and asked if we were okay. And honestly, it is so nice that we live in a place and a world where people have that kind of like sympathy. You know, it makes you feel good, because we were fine. I mean, it was harmless, but if we were in trouble, I mean, it just makes me realize, you know, how kind strangers can be, and that's really something to be thankful for. And then I also said that I'm grateful for God, and I am a Christian. I am not like the most Christian person you will ever meet. I did go to a Christian school for a few years, but honestly, and I'm not saying that there for sure is a God, because nobody can know for sure, but you can believe and you can have faith, and believe whatever you choose to, but there has to be some force, you know, that is working in, I mean, maybe not always in your favor, but I mean, doing what they can. And I really put that because, you know, I could have drowned if I was more panicked and I wasn't thinking straight in my little episode that I had. And so, you know, it really makes you think, like, there's got to be a bigger power, I mean, that gives you the strength to get yourself out of situations like that and be safe. So for things that I am excited for, day one, this is over here, I said that I am excited for seeing my horse again when I get back home, which I did, and it was great. And then also getting a truck, because I will be getting a truck when I sell a couple of horses, and that is super exciting to me. Day two, I said living independently, because I will be moving away and living by myself, so that is something that I'm very excited for, because I've never done that before. And then also getting to go to school for my passion, because again, not everybody gets to do that, and it is truly something to be excited for. And then day three, I said starting my own business. So I have a lot of plans and dreams in the future, and a lot of them do have something to do with starting my own business eventually. So this is kind of more of a long-term thing I'm excited for, but nonetheless, like, I am very excited to do that. And then seeing how far Dita can go. Again, this is more of a long-term thing, because oh, there she is in the painting. Because she is 8 years old. She's got quite a few more years left in her, but I really am excited, especially taking her to Alberta, to where the competition's a little bit better. I don't know, like steeper competition. And seeing how far she can take me, because she does have a lot of potential left in her, and I don't think she's reached her full potential yet. So day four, I said, oh, coming back to visit family. Now this one is also for when I move away. I'm really excited to come back and visit, like, and stay with them and just see them, because I know a lot of the times when you move away from your family, you end up appreciating them a lot more, and I think that this is something that I'll experience. And then starting a new career path, because when I go to Alberta, I don't think I'm going to work on a farm. I think that I'm going to want to get a service industry job, just because I've always wanted to know what that's like, and also the winters in Alberta are a lot worse than here, and I don't know if I want to be working outdoors all throughout that, so I might get a job as like a waitress or something and see how that goes. So that'll be exciting. And then day five, I said giving gifts, because this is a surprise to my family, but I have been, like, over time buying little gifts for everybody in my family for when I leave. So that is something I'm excited for. And then growing my garden. So I have been growing plants and making it bigger, and I'm just really excited for that. And then day six, I am excited for becoming a good cook. Now this is like really simple, but yeah, I've never had to really cook for myself full time, and so I am excited, honestly, to do that and build life skills in general and just being more independent. I'm really excited. And then life in general, honestly, there are so many things to be excited for in life, and you just have to be excited. I mean, it's all about how you look at it. Life's a journey, you know, there's twists and turns, but you have to be excited, and that is one way to stay happy. And so anyways, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you would like more, and honestly, if you got this far, then good job, because this is more of like a video for me because I like to document things, and so if you did watch it, then thank you. I mean, that means a lot to me. Maybe I'm not such a boring person. But anyway, subscribe if you want more. I try to make a video put a video out every Wednesday, and if you have a request, I will try to get to that. So thank you for watching.